morning, yoga friends. How you doing today? Thank you for joining me for some gentle stretch and breathe yoga. You found Yoga with Lisa SXM, coming to you with love from St. Martin. Gentle, extra, super gentle yoga, maybe even the gentlest yoga on the entire internet. So we'll just start today, as we often do, in our cross-legged position on your yoga mat. If you're in a chair or on a sofa, it'll also work. You can do some of this in a chair. Just be careful. Always listen to your inner wisdom. Do not compare yourself to me or to anybody else that's super flexible or super strong. Don't compare yourself to yourself at a younger age. Let's take a moment to just accept ourselves as we are and have gratitude, because everybody knows it could be worse. What you are being given is a huge blessing. It's called being alive. So breathe deep, be in the moment. Remember that the past is gone. The future has not happened yet. This is the present. This is your gift. This is the moment that you're alive right now. And this is where possibilities live. All right, so having inspired you with those words of wisdom on this beautiful Thursday morning, let us just sit nice and tall and make your back as straight and tall and elevated as you can, lifting, creating space between your vertebrae, and let your shoulders sink away from your ears so that your neck is extended and your head can just sort of float at the top of your spine, easy. And hey, Kathy, thank you for joining me. Easy and free at the top of your spine. We'll just let the head sort of circle around and release the shoulders. And then go the other way, circle the head around, keeping everything light and easy. We're going to do a few neck exercises to start off with today. So just change direction whenever you feel like it. We're just circling the head around at the top of the spine, that sort of universal joint at the very top of the vertebra, where the skull and spine connect. All right, just look left and right and breathe. Breathing in on one direction and out the other. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, or you can breathe in through your lips and out through your lips, or you can mix it up. Breathe in through the nose and out through the lips, or breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose. As long as you're breathing, everything should be fine. And we're just turning the head left and right. Hi, Ellis. All right, come back face forward, drop one ear down. And let's let it just sort of rest there. Now, some people may turn their head and it comes way over, and that's fine. Others may not go very far like I do. I see Jane has joined us. Hi, Jane. So as you tilt your head over, if it stops before it goes all the way over, there's no reason to worry about that. Whatever your range of motion is, that's the way to go. All right, we're going to breathe in and lift the head back up. Breathe in and all the way over the other way. Exhale. Think about letting the ear come close to the shoulder, but don't bring the shoulder up to meet it. Shoulders stay down. And come on up with an inhalation and all the way over with an exhalation. Back and forth a few more times. You can go slow. No need to hurry. And come on up, breathe in. And here we're going to bring the chin forward and squeeze the shoulders back. A little bit like a turtle sticking his head out of the shell. And then bring the back of the head way back and his shoulders forward. Turtle pulls his head back into his shell. So we're just going to back and forth with the head and the shoulders in opposition. Breathe as you move, always breathing. Now, a lot of people these days are on computers, or they drive a lot, or they just don't have very good posture, and they develop a very rounded shoulder posture. Or you're always looking down at your phone in your hand, and so we tend to collapse forward. So in yoga class, we want to make sure we don't allow that to happen. And then maybe if you learn it in yoga, you can bring that into the rest of your life. Roll those shoulders back. Bring your chest and your heart and your sternum forward and up. Shoulders squeeze back and down. Yeah? So when we go through that turtle position and you stick your head out and you bring your head back, what we're doing really is trying to work with this entire structure of the upper skeleton and the shoulders and neck and train the body not to allow this collapse. It's actually very bad for your health to allow this shoulder collapse to come forward. You diminish the amount of air that you can breathe because your lungs are squeezed down and forward, and all of your organs sort of follow suit. It's sort of a domino effect. Once this happens, then other bad things happen to the organs in the body, a lot of crushing, a lot of collapsing, and then you end up with problems. So let's just try and roll the shoulders back and bring the chest forward and the head up high, floating on top of your spine. Easy. Yeah. All right, now let's take the shoulders and roll them back and roll them back. Breathing in and out. And then over the top to the front, roll them the other way. All right, just the right shoulder now all the way up. All the way up as high as you can go, and then drop it fast with an exhalation. Left shoulder, squeeze it up all the way up, 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 and breathe out and let it go. Let's do both shoulders all the way up by the ears. Squeeze them up and breathe in. Exhale and drop them fast. 3 more times we're going to do that. Breathe in, lift and squeeze up. Awesome. Awesome. We'll come back to the neck and shoulders a little bit later, but for right now, let's stretch the legs out. Take a moment to just sit with your legs straight in front. Flex the ankles and point the toes. Flex the ankles and point the toes. Flex one foot and point the other, and then switch and switch. Keep breathing. All right, bring them both up and relax the feet. Just wiggle your toes. Look at your toes and wiggle them as much as you can, as fast as you can, and breathe. Remember, we're trying to bring blood and life force into those toes, into those extremities, the tips of the fingers, the tips of the toes. So wiggle and smile, breathe, and keep that blood flowing to the toes. All right, hands to the top of your thighs now. We're just going to rest the hands on top of the legs and just stroke down towards the ankles and back up to the hips. Breathing in and out. As you bend forward, maybe drop your head a little bit, allowing the back to release. Now let's do that 2 more times. Slow it down. Stay in your forward fold a little longer. Down, stay in your forward fold for a heartbeat or 2. Nice. And let's do a half straddle, bringing one leg out and one leg in. I've got my left leg bent and my right leg straight, so if you want to match me, then when I say left and right, hopefully we'll be aligned between what you're doing and what I'm doing, and it makes sense. That's the plan. Okay, so standing very tall, erect, shoulders back, chest forward and up. Yes, head floats, arms relax. We're going to do the same thing. Ride that hand down the long leg towards the ankle and bring the body over. And then come up. Let's do it about 3 or 4 times. Down and up. Breathe in. Exhale down. Slow it down. Stay down for a moment. And back up. Breathe in. Slide it down. Stay down for a moment. And then slide it back up. And then let's change the legs out, straddling out the other way. I know I made a big deal about left and right and then I didn't do much with it, but in general, it's nice if we can be on the same arms and legs sides. So we're just reaching down the leg, sliding the hand towards the ankle and bringing the body over. A little bit of a side bend here, but very gentle. We're just getting started. Work with your breath, breathing in when you come up. exhale as you reach over, and let's stay down for a moment. And up. And stay down. And up. Switch the legs back again. This time bring this foot in front a little bit. And let's see if we can reach forward beyond the foot. Let this leg just sit here. This heel can be at your knee, it can be out, it can be at your groin, as you like. Wherever your foot is happy and your leg and your hips are happy, it's fine. We're going to try and reach beyond this straight leg foot. Reach your hands out and beyond. Turn your face down so that your neck is not crimped. Reach your arms out like you're really, really trying to reach something out there. Breathe deep. Reach with the top of your head and your fingertips as vibrantly and strong as you can. And then bring your hands to the floor and push yourself back up. Let's change legs again. Here we go. Getting ready to reach. Reach the hands out beyond the foot. Something out there, we've got to get it. Look down at your leg. Reach with the top of your head and your fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. Keep breathing. Awesome. Hands to the floor. Push yourself up. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and scoot down onto your yoga mat. And bring your knees up. Heels are close to your hips. And you can place your arms wherever feels wonderful. Just as long as you feel comfortable and relaxed and balanced, you're in good shape here. Scan through the body. Notice the parts of the body that touch the floor, supporting your weight into the floor. And imagine that as your weight pushes down, the floor is pushing up in the exact same amount. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. For every force, there's a balancing force. So as you rest down on the floor is supporting you with the same amount of force. Balance of the body and gravity. Nice. Take a moment to consider the weight of your head on the yoga mat, on your floor or mattress, creating a little extra space in the front of your brain, behind the forehead, as the brain sits back in the skull. Creating a little extra space in the front of your eyeballs as your eyeballs rest back in your skull in their sockets. Allow that extra space to feel free and open, and breathe in through your nose all the way to your lowest part of your belly. And then fill your chest, and then let it all go. Exhale. Breathe in through the nose all the way to the lowest part of your belly. Fill the chest. Exhale deep. 2 more breaths like that. I'll be quiet so you can focus. Nice. Let's bring the left ankle onto the right knee. Left ankle onto the right knee. And reach your hands down towards the supporting leg. One hand on either side of the thigh, and bring your leg up into the air. Reach your hands behind the knee and interlock your fingers. Or just grab a hold of the leg if that's better for you. And we're just going to pull this whole leg combination close to the chest gently. Gently breathe and let it rise back up. Inhale, exhale, pull the legs towards the chest and release. 3 more times. Take your time, very slow, very gentle, and lots of breathing. And then bring the legs down, back to the floor, hands overhead, But resume your breath deep through the nose to the deepest part of your belly. And exhale strong. Breathe in and down. Breathe in and out. Let's cross the left ankle on the right knee. No, right ankle on left knee, sorry. And reach the hands around the supporting thigh. Bring the leg up, interlock your fingers, pull gently and release. Gently pull in, exhale, release, inhale, exhale, pull, and let it go. 2 more times. And release. Going to allow the, sorry, knocking things over here. Allow the hands to reach up, stretch the legs out flat, point your toes, reach your fingers overhead, stretch the body long, breathe in, and really expand your ribs, expand your rib cage as big as it'll go, breathing in, and exhale. You can let your arms come down by the hips, palms up, and just rest in Savasana. Let your legs open just a little bit. Feet can flop outward. Release any tension in the body. Beautiful. Let's bring up the right knee and circle it around. Circle it as big as you're comfortable with. Around and around. Changing direction whenever you feel like it. If you feel any discomfort or sensitivity or instability in your hip, you can make your circle smaller. It can be as small as a saucer or as big as a platter, as you like. This is your yoga. Make it work for you. I'm just here for suggestions and a little bit of encouragement and guidance. But this is about you. Yoga is always about you getting to know your body and your true self, your spirit, your soul, your creativity, your feeling of flexibility and youth and vigor. All right, take that knee straight. If you can't get it all the way straight, that's fine. Just lift it up, lift the leg up, and reach it straight from your hip socket all the way towards the ceiling or the sky, and reach your hands and grab a hold of your leg. We're just going to find our flexibility here. Explore it carefully and gently, bringing the leg a little closer to the face and letting it return to vertical. Breathing as you stretch. Stretching and breathing is mostly what we do here at Yoga with Lisa SXM. Stretch and breathe. All right, now that you've found your full range of motion, nudge that edge, that therapeutic edge that's as far as you can go. If you go farther, you might have a little bit of discomfort or even injury. Don't go into that injury zone. Stay in your range of motion zone. But acknowledge where the edge is. And we're going to stay right at that edge for a 30-second static stretch. I'll watch the clock. And you'll just try to relax the leg and hip, staying still, seeking suppleness, flexibility, wider range of motion, more comfort and connectedness to the body, more awareness. All right, we're getting close to 30 seconds. Keep asking that leg to relax. And now, as we've been patient and we've held the leg still for 30 seconds, if you feel the urge to go deeper, just go a little bit deeper into your range. And maybe you'll can stay right there for another 10 or 15 seconds. Keep breathing. All right, release the leg. Bend the knee and let's rock the baby. We're going to pivot the knee out and bring the heel in by the belly button. Hold the knee in your hand, hold the foot in your other hand, and just rock the baby, bringing the leg across the body, left to right. Breathing as you move. Come across, bring the knee all the way across, find your spinal twist, rolling up on the left side of the body, bring the right knee to the floor or close to the floor, maybe it just hovers above the floor, but hopefully you can relax the hip, relax the leg, reach your arms out like a capital letter T, and then decide where you want to put your face. Do you want to look straight up the ceiling? Do you want to look to the right for a little bit more of an extreme spinal twist? Or do you want to look in the same direction as your knee? I honestly find that it's easier to relax the hip if the neck turns in the same direction as the knee. But now that I've been doing so much yoga for so many years, I can actually rest with my head turned the opposite direction, which surprised me because at first I was not happy in that position at all. So it just goes to show you, yoga works, but it works slow. But it does work. Reducing pain and delivering a greater range of motion. Roll onto your back, stretch the limbs long, arms overhead. Big inhalation, expand your rib cage, stretch long. And then bring the hands down. And let's bring up the other leg. Bend the knee, circle it around. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Circle it around. All right, stretch that leg straight up. If it's not straight, that's okay. I just say straight up because I really want it to be like a lamppost coming out of your hip, straight up to the ceiling. But if it's a little bit, that's okay, no worries. Bring your hands to grab a hold of your leg and gently pull the leg close to the face and back to vertical. Start slow, just an inch or two. Start at first. And then find your range, your full range. And work with it and work with your breath. And remember to keep gratitude in your heart. Grateful for this ability to move, to do yoga, to connect with our friends through the internet. Blessings abound. They are all around. Just take the time to notice them. Slow down, stop and smell the roses a little bit in this busy, busy life that we live. Let's see if we can hold the leg at or near the edge of our range of motion for a 30-second static stretch. I'm looking at the clock, I'm watching my second hand, so you just try to relax that leg and hip. Keep breathing. Breathing is good. right. If you feel the urge and the need and the desire to go deeper into your stretch, now is a good time to do it. Be gentle, be careful, just an half inch or so. Hold right there at your new edge and breathe deep. And release the legs slowly down to the floor. Let's bring it back up. Pivot the knee out and the heel down, back in towards the belly button. Grab the knee and the foot and rock the baby. Back and forth across. Breathing is good. Keep breathing. We're getting ready to roll over into our spinal twist, so bring that knee across the body. Roll up onto your right side hip. Let the leg go over as far as it can go, and open your arms out from the shoulders. It can be a little bit down. It doesn't have to be straight out from the shoulders if that doesn't suit you. Decide where's the best position for your neck. Do you want to look straight up at the ceiling, left or right? All are possible. But as I said, I find it's very relaxing to look in the same direction as that knee points, so you can really relax through the hips. The most important thing during your spinal twist is to relax and breathe. To scan through your whole spine from tailbone to neck, and hips and shoulders as well. Ask every little section, are you 100% relaxed? I bet you're holding a little bit in the tailbone area. Everybody tends to do that. And even if you think you're relaxed, sometimes there's a deeper inside the core of the spine. There's a holding sensation. If you can manage to relax that deepest level, then some serious healing can take place. And as you breathe, you'll clear out toxins and waste products that tend to get stored in those cells because of the tension that's around the cells all the time. Breathe deep and let everything flow and move and clear out your toxins. Awesome. Now when you want, you can roll over onto your back and do another long body stretch to realign the spine and invigorate by breathing lots of air into the body. Inhale, expand your ribs, stretch your arms up and your feet down, rest, and then rest, let it go, sink down. Allow yourself to be completely taken down into the mat by gravity without resisting gravity at all. Sink down, and down. Wonderful. So let us take the torso up a little bit. I'm going to rock myself up and come back on my elbows. And this is like the reversed Sphinx. We're going to straighten out the legs and look down towards our toes. Bring your chin to your chest and allow your shoulders to collapse a little bit down so you're really heavy on your elbows, and allow the lower back to sink down. And now push your elbows into the floor and bring the chest up. Maybe scoot your elbows a little closer together and bring the chest up. Let's bring the knees up, feet on the floor, and hands come to the floor now. And let's do a reverse table. Up on the hands and feet, bring the torso up, and drop your head back so that you're looking up at your ceiling or the sky. Hold, breathing. And as we come out of this, we're going to bring the hips back by the hands and straighten the legs out and forward fold, reaching for the toes or the ankles or the shins, wherever your hands reach. Bring your face down, forward fold, stay here for 5 breaths. Beautiful. Hands by the hips, feet on the floor. Come back to your reverse table. Drop your head back, look up at the ceiling, hold and breathe. And come on down. Hips come to the hands, legs are straight. This time we're going to open the legs just a little bit, about as wide as your yoga mat, not wider. Take your right hand and reach for the little toe edge of your left foot and grab a hold of the little toe edge of your foot. This other hand is going to come out to the area by your hip for a little support and bring your right ear down towards that knee. Rise back up and let's try the other way. Left hand comes over to reach for the little toe edge of your right foot. Turn your head and this left ear is going to come down close to your knee. Push yourself up. Good. All right. Come up into the onto the knees, into hero pose. Bring your hands to prayer pose. And just feel the balance of the body, quiet and still. We're going to interlock the fingers. Now, if you're not happy in this position with the knees so extremely bent, you can sit on a pillow under your hips, and that will, you can actually put it right in the crease of your knees, and that will give you a little bit of a cushion there. Or some people benefit from the pillow being underneath the knees. If you really just don't like hero pose, you can sit cross-legged or any other position that suits you. We're going to interlock our fingers and squeeze and release a few times, bringing energy to the tips of the fingers, strength of the hands, and move them in a circle away from the chest and back in. Breathe. Keep squeezing and releasing. Keep breathing. Change direction, go the other way. Breathe deep. Let's invert the hands, round the back, drop the head. Push forward with your hands. Push way, way forward. Way, way, way forward, and keep breathing. Rounding the back, feeling a strong curve through the whole spine. Lift the arms just like that, right over your head, straighten up the back. Big breath in, and exhale, hands come to the back of the head. Look up through the top of your eyes and blink. Reach it back up again, reach up tall, straight up, and breathe in. And round the back. Bring the hands in front, push them forward, keep breathing. Drop the head way down. Beautiful. And let's bring the hands behind the tailbone and interlock your hands back there behind the tailbone and squeeze the shoulders back. Squeeze the arms straight. See if you can squeeze right at the base of your neck, the top of your shoulder blades. And really make an intense squeeze there. And lift your chin just a little bit and breathe in. Squeeze. Slide that squeeze down to the middle of your shoulder blades and level your head out so you look level and straight forward. And then slide the squeeze down to the base of your shoulder blades and drop your head forward. We're going to slide the squeeze up, pick the head up, breathe in. Slide the squeeze down, bow your head, exhale. Slide it up, breathe in. slide it down. Exhale one more time. Bring the face up, squeeze it up, breathe in, and release. Swing your arms around your body a little bit. And come up onto your knees. This is sort of like mini mountain pose. Standing on your knees, tall, roll the shoulders back, bring the chest forward and up. Tuck the tailbone under, bring the belly in. Tuck the chin in just a little bit. Mountain pose. Maybe this is like a hill. Okay, just take the right leg and stretch it out. Take your hand and stretch it towards the knee, maybe a little past the knee, and the other arm come up and over. And then rock around, bring the arms like a windmill over, bring this other hand to the floor, and see if you can hover that leg up into the air just a little bit. I know I'm not really on the camera good here, but the key thing is to just bend over with your hand on the floor and your other hand up in the air. And then we'll come back up and bring the knee under, back to mini mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back. Tuck the tailbone under. Squeeze the belly in. All right, stretch out the other leg. This is my left leg. Take my hand down towards the knee, or past the knee, other arm up into the air, and over we go, stretch. And then windmill the arms around, bring the body up, bring that right hand to the floor and hover that left foot just above the floor. All right, bring the foot down, bring the body up, bring the knee down, and have a seat. So guess what? It's time to get ready for our 60-second plank challenge. Yes, we are going to do it today just like we did on Tuesday, and hopefully you're doing it every day without me. Get ready, get your position. Remember, if you're wanting to do the low plank on your elbows, that's okay. You're still building strength in the core, and that's awesome. So if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm going to show the high plank, and you're welcome to do that. That's what's best for you. So hands in position, feet in position. I'm not there yet. Hold on, I'm still trying to get my clock here. And yeah, and I can even see the second hand, which is great. Here I go. We are on. Strong and still. Keep breathing. One-quarter of the way done. Doing good. All right, you're halfway through it. Good job. Keep breathing. Strong, confident, powerful, capable, vigor, and vim. We've got it all. Hey, you're 3/4 of the way through, guys. Good job. Just 10 seconds left. I know you can do it. 5 seconds left. I know you can do it. Stay with me. Yes, we have done it. You can come down. Awesome. All right, so we are doing our 60-second plank challenge, which was the big goal that we set for ourselves. And by next week, we'll be introducing some special moves, such as the Spider-Man plank. Maybe you never heard of it, but that's one of the things that you can do, and we'll give it a try and see how we're doing. If this is too hard on your wrists, you can always be down on your elbows. There's no shame in that at all. Okay, let's do a little cat and cow and a little downward dog and a little standing postures, and then we'll come back to seated. So we'll start with our table pose and round the back up, drop the head, drop the tailbone. Make sure you're pushing your fingertips into the floor, activate those fingers, and do not slump in the shoulders, of course. We wouldn't want to do that when we're in a table pose. Come back to a nice flat table, lift the face, lift the tailbone, push away with your arms and shoulders. Allow the middle of the back to sink down like a hammock. Beautiful. All right, back and forth between cat and cow. Any speed is perfect, whatever feels good to you right now, but do breathe as you move, breathing in when your face is up and breathing out when your face is down. Let's do a little side-to-side action, looking around the shoulder for the hip. Stick the hip out, look for it. If you don't see it, don't worry about it. Look around the other shoulder for the other hip, and we'll go back and forth. Again, any speed is perfect, whatever feels good to you. You can bend the opposite elbow. So as you look left, you're bending the right elbow. As you look right, you bend the left elbow. And a lot of movement through the torso, shoulders and hips, getting real good movement and circulation. When you're ready, come back to cat and cow. Beautiful. Let's lift the hips up. Turn the toes under, find your downward dog, lift the hips up. Locate the best spot for your feet and for your hands so you feel really strong. Push the hips up and back, away from the hands. Drop the head between the arms down towards the yoga mat. And then take your hips and move them in a circle, drawing a circle with the belly button. Change direction, go the other way around. Bend your knees and walk your hands back towards your feet. Forward fold, ragdoll pose. Let the arms hang, let the head hang. Bend the knees. Keep the head and the arms hanging. Bend the knees, bring the hips down to knee level. And then press strength into your thighs. And let the arms hang and the head hang and push the body up, rounding the back. And slowly coming up to standing in mountain pose, the real mountain pose, eh? Roll the shoulders back. Make sure your heels are under your hips, toes pointing forward. Rock back and forth on your toes and heels, finding your balance, where each foot has 3 points of balance pushing down on the earth. The ball of the foot by the big toe, the ball of the foot by the little toe, and the heel. So a little triangle of balance for each foot. The arches lift. The energy from the lifted arch travels up towards the knee and lifts the knee. It tightens the quads in front of the thigh. Tuck the belly in, tuck the tailbone under. Lift the sternum, shoulders back, arms hang. Lift your chin. And feel tall as possible. Top of your head lifting up to the sky. Feet reaching down to the earth. You connect the earth and the sky. Isn't that a great concept? Let's bend our knees and sweep the arms up. Breathe in, lift up, and pull some cherries from the tree, some apples, some mangoes. Pull them out of the tree. Both hands reach up, stretch up, breathe in. Take your right hand and let it just slowly drift down like melting candle wax. Watch it go all the way down. Let it hang next to your leg. Shake it when it gets down there. Let it shake all its tension out. Let that other hand, the left hand that's still up in the air, reach high as it can. Reaching up, 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 up. Cast your gaze carefully up to your upper hand. Look at your upper hand. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, drop your gaze down to your lower hand. And it rises like steam, slowly rising. Watch it rise. Both hands reach up. Stretch up. Breathe in. And the other hand slowly sinks down like candle wax melting down. Let it hang next to the leg down there. Look at it. Shake it. Reach the other hand straight up. Reach up. Cast your gaze carefully upward at your upper hand and reach even higher. you're reaching for a star. And then carefully cast your gaze down at your lower hand and let that hand rise up. Like steam, it slowly rises all the way up. Reach up both hands and breathe. Stretch big. And then bring the hands down. Let's take a wide-legged stance. And bend your left leg. Put your hand on that knee. And put all your weight in your shoulder, down to the hand, down to the knee, down to the heel. So you've got a lot of weight pressing down here. And this arm is going to swing like a pendulum. And we're going to just let it stop on its own. See how long it takes it to stop. This is some really exciting yoga here, folks. Oh, how long does it take it to stop? And does it change its position from being a back and forth to being a circle? Mine does. Mine moves eventually, it starts making a circle, which is interesting. I wonder why. Let's try the other side. Bend the right knee, put the hand on the knee, put all your weight in your shoulder to the hand, to the knee, to the heel and toes, and swing the left arm. Let it go until it stops on its own. And observe what it does. Okay, interesting. Now we're going to swing back and forth. We're going to, swing the hands back and forth and bend the knees for momentum. And now we stop and just see how long it takes the arms to stop. Free up the shoulders. Swing the arms around the body, bending the knees for momentum. Beautiful. Let's bring one knee up with our magic hands, rising up, lift one knee up to the chest and press it back down. Exhale, breathe in, lift, and push it down. You can go any speed here. Actually, slower shows more control and more balance, but any speed is fine. Bringing the knee up with a breath and placing it back down with an exhalation. Beautiful. Sweep your arms out and up, stretch up, breathe in. And then sweep your hands back into a celebration stance. Lift your chest and your face up towards heaven. Open your arms wide. Squeeze your buttocks. Stand in celebration of your life. And bring the hands up overhead and down in front. Parallel hands traveling back. Bend your knees. Sweep your hands past your knees. Bring your chest down to your knees and bring your hands way up behind. Let's return to celebration stance in one smooth move. All the way up, breathe in. Come back down, exhale. Arms way up behind. Sweep it up, breathe in. Sweep it down, exhale. 2 more times, breathe in, up, and down. Last time, up we go. And come back to a mountain pose with the hands in prayer. Okay, folks, we're going to try to do a yoga squat from standing. So give it a try. We want to start by getting our feet a little wider than hip distance and the toes pointed out. We're going to open the knees out. So you want your feet pretty far apart and open the knees out and bring the tailbone straight down. You can bring your hands to the floor for stability at first and then find that good position for your feet. Elbows against the knees, pushing out, knees against the elbows, pushing in, hands in prayer pose. And as you push your hands together, you can maybe get the chest to lift. And there you are in your yoga squat. Aligning your chakras, aligning your energies, bringing awareness to your center, your sense of self that lives somewhere behind your heart, perhaps. I think maybe everybody has a different sense of where that true self sits. Okay, folks, we're going to bring our hands to the floor in front of our feet. The head drops and the hips lift, and you'll be in a forward fold. Once you do that, move your tailbone in a figure 8. Bring your left hand in front, put it on the ground for nice solid stability, and sweep your right hand up to the sky. Bring it down, change hands, sweep your left hand up towards the sky. And bring it down, back to figure 8. And let's see if we can resume our yoga squat. Bring the tailbone down, bring the head up, elbows inside the knees, hands come to prayer pose, and we're back in our yoga squat. Awesome. Hands behind, lower yourself down, and bring your legs back to a nice, comfortable seated position. Let's do a little breathing exercise to end our session today. Nice, calming, long, slow, deep, full breaths. Rectangular breathing, right? So we're going to start with a big breath in, and then when we inhale, we'll go 8. We'll hold it in for 5. Exhale for 8 counts and hold the breath out of the body empty for 5. Interesting thing to consider, when you hold the breath out of the body and you're without any air in the body, there's a beautiful quiet stillness that comes to you. If you experiment with that, you may find there's a part of you that says, please take another breath. I would really like to have that next breath. Where is that part of you located? Is it near your heart? Is it in your lungs? Is it in your gut? Where is that voice that says, please give me some air? So let's experiment with that as we breathe our rectangular breath together. Breathing in to bring everybody together. Breathing in now. And exhale all the way out. Let us begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 8 counts. Count for yourself. Now find your own rhythm. Maybe 8-5 isn't enough for you. Maybe you want to go 10 counts, or 12, or 20. Find your own perfect number of beats for your breath, your body, your needs. Experiment with it. Rectangular breathing, or some people like square breathing. They'll breathe in for 5, hold for 5, exhale for 5, in, hold out for 5. I prefer to keep it a long, slow inhalation and exhalation with a shorter holding time. But everybody's different, and you can experiment with it and see what works for you. Let's let the breath just return to a natural rhythm here. Let softness fill the body, but keep your back more or less straight. Find a quiet stillness within yourself. Notice how you feel. Notice your heart beating in your chest. Notice the nerves singing through your extremities, alive, feeling, tingling, electric. I hope you'll take your yoga with you as you go through the day and through the week, through the weekend. And I'll see you again on Tuesday for another live session here on Facebook, 10 o'clock St. Martin time. And I hope you'll find the time to join me, but you're certainly always welcome to go up and down my Facebook page and find different sessions throughout this whole pandemic year and a half that we've been doing this. And to close out our yoga, let's Om from home together. So big breath in, and then we'll say O as in ocean, M as in mother, and see if we can synchronize our energies through the internet. That ought to be fun. So give a big breath in. Here we go. Let's do it again. Last time, third time. Breathe in. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga. Namaste. Go in peace.